Yes, Shreya, Hosai, Zara, Beheshta, Kumkum, Seher. Do you recall something from the previous chapters? Anything, any topic? Nothing? You've forgotten everything, is it?
Sir, we discussed about different types of marketing, the prices, places, and how, like the introduction of this marketing himself, how analyze the customer markets and things.
Fantastic. So in customer market, we also talked about B2B and B2C both. Yes. What else we talked about? Any activity or video that you can think of that we talked about? So Kumkum is saying in the chat box, if you want to make our product brand, we have to focus on our target market. Yes, we talked about target market and segmentation also. What customer wants? Perfect. What else? About giant company like Geo, yes, and RPL. Wow, you remember that? Great. So their products are fighting with the giants like Coke and Pepsi and all. Very good. Yes, we studied about Unilever. And I think I took you through the rap song also, right? Yes, we actually saw rap. Correct. Good. So you see, some influencer can have great impact on the society as well as organizations as well. Today, in the last chapter, we'll be talking about influencer marketing. Yes. Good, you brought that. Very good. Yes, Seher, if you can remember something, Shreya, Zara.
I think we also talked about, sir, I think the stages of business where we grow when it, I think, reach, I'm not sure, maturity or something, and then it start declining.
Okay, okay. So that was the PLC, product life cycle. Inception, growth, maturity, decline, and withdrawal of the product. Very good. That is one of the most interesting and important concepts that you need to keep in mind. Yes. Yes, we also talked about franchise and other models of businesses. Correct. Wholesaling, retailing, franchise. Very good. Wow. I thought you have forgotten everything. Kumkum is saying Bill Gates said that if we have a last dollar, he would like to spend on promotion. Okay, good, good, good. So you recall that Bill Gates line. So it was not just a small correction. It was not promotion. It was PR, public relations. Good. I'm glad you remember all these things. Fantastic. We'll do one thing. I'll start with the new chapter. Until that time, if you recall something, you can use the chat box. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm keeping the chat box also open over here. If you have any input, question, or something you want to add, please feel free. Okay, so module 10 is about sales management. We learned about marketing. In that, we talked about advertising, PR, sales promotion. Before that, we talked about product, price, place, pricing strategies. We saw what Geo did in the Indian telecom sector. Apart from that, we also talked about macro environment and micro environment. Now, something interesting from the marketing side, and that is sales management, one of the aspects of marketing, sales. We also talked about at one point what is the difference between marketing and sales. So if I don't have to talk in terms of bookish terminologies, I would say Marketing involves activities that are done again and again and again to pull the customers. In case of sales, it is pushing the product to the customer, and the focus is on closing the sale. Closing the sales means getting that transaction done. Okay, here is the product. What is it that you don't like? Okay, we have another variety. Fantastic. Okay, what is the current concern? Pricing, I'll give you 10% discount. How about that? You can pay using credit card also. You cannot afford this car. Okay, you can also go for EMIs. We'll help you with the finances and all that. Right? So in sales management, focus is majorly on the transaction, getting that transaction successful. In case of marketing, it is about spreading your word that, hey, this organization exists. They have these kind of products and the products are really good. So by saying this, you are pulling the customer towards your company, your products. In sales management, it is pushing your products or services to the customer. Is it clear so far? Yes, no, maybe. You can use the thumb if you don't
Yes,
want to
sir.
speak. Okay, good. Okay, so let's talk about sales management, what it entails, what all activities happen under sales management. Interesting. We also have an activity wherein I'll expect you to participate and provide your inputs as well. But that's for later. Supervision of sales personnel. Now, we're talking about sales management, wherein think about any business that has around, say, suppose 100 employees. Okay. Now, out of the 100 employees, 80 or 85 are involved in the production. Okay. Say, suppose it is a premium furniture manufacturer. Okay. So they have like 80 artisans, those workers, labor over there. And then there are some 15, 20 people who are in different departments. What could be other departments? This is not a podcast. Participate so that you can also understand your own thinking. You can also get this or grasp this concept really well. If you're not involved, you never know. Maybe the your favorite dish that your mother cooked, you will smell that, you'll go here and there. If you're here participating, you will get this concept really well. I can promise you that. So one department is production in that furniture house, premium furniture house, and they have like 80 employees. What about other 15, 20 employees? Which department they could be from? Make a guess. Let me think. Let me see if you think in terms of management, organizational structure. Yes, so there would be people in sales department, correct? Who will hire these sales people?
Human resource management.
HR department, sales department, correct. Very good. What else? All the invoices, all the money flowing in here and there, the salaries and all.
Financial department.
Finance department, finance or accounting, correct? Right? So there will be different departments, and we are going to focus on today the sales department. Okay. Now, managing the sales and marketing, many times in smaller organization, marketing and sales are part of one department only. There is one or two person who is looking at the marketing part, and and there are more number of people, basically like 5, 6 people in case of a company where there are like 100 people, some 7, 8 or maybe 10 people could be in the sales department. One or two would be focusing particularly on marketing, social media marketing, or email marketing, other sort of marketing, right? Or designing marketing campaigns and all that. Yes. So if you have, say, suppose 7 or 8 salespeople, somebody should be guiding them. Somebody should be directing them. If they need training, somebody senior should be providing them training, or there could be a training department separately. Okay. So when we say we have a sales team, we also need someone to monitor them, their progress, guide them wherever they are stuck, or with their experience, they can go along with the junior employee and they can close the deal, right? So when you have a sales team, you also need someone for supervising. Goals of sales management. The primary goal of sales management are: first is sales volume, second is profits, and third is growth. Now, irrespective of the sequence, these three are important. First one, sales volume. Consider that they have only one product for now, just for the ease of understanding. Okay. And what is that product? Say, suppose it is study table. Okay. Now let's take this business ahead. I'll stop here and I will expect inputs from you for another 10 minutes. Consider there is a really innovative table, foldable table that doesn't take much space, that also has a drawer, that also has a computer keyboard drawer. Okay. Separate drawer for keeping small things, stationery and all that. Okay. And that is a really innovative idea. Somebody came up with the best design there is. Okay. And last year they sold 12,000 units of it. In 1 year, 12,000 units. Now you tell me, say suppose you are the sales head or you're the CEO of the company. What all changes you will make? What about the next year target? What about the employee strength? Luckily, you are part of a group which is performing really well. So my questions are, let's talk in terms of marketing. What you will do in marketing? What you will do in sales? Is there anything that you want to change in HR department? Yes, the floor is open. You can unmute. You can unmute and tell. I have never seen my students. Nobody switching on the camera. Nobody. I hardly one or two students open up their mic and provide opinions. Not the best place to be in. Okay, let's see. At least in chat box, if I get certain responses. Which are the areas of focus? I will type here areas of focus. Sales management, marketing efforts, what you will put, sales management, marketing efforts, then HR department. Is there something that you want to change in the HR department? Wow. So Kumkum is saying, find ways to increase the sales more than 12,000 in a year. Now, what is the benefit of interacting in the session in this kind of sessions? Is that you never know where you will trigger me positively, and I'll give you insight from the organizations, the actual practice, what happens. Now, when Kumkum said, find ways to increase sales more than 12,000 a year. Now, that's a really good thing to discuss about. Okay. But what is it that the industry is doing? Now, what Kumkum put over there that helped me recall my days from Novartis. What I learned over there is that at least 20 to 25% of markup or higher target we need to keep. What is 20% of 12,000? 12,000 plus 20%. How much is it? I'm just checking how many of you are here. Yeah, so that you need to add on top of 12,000. Correct? Yeah. So what Beheshta is saying, provide training to employees. Perfect, because you see there is something called as, again, because you are providing inputs, I'm giving you inputs from industry. Otherwise, I'll just complete the syllabus. I'll just complete the theory. I'm we both should be okay with that, correct? Because I completed the syllabus. But hey, my objective is not that. I want you to learn what actually happens in the industry. Okay. So what Beheshta said, provide training to employees. Why the training is required? Because there is something called as employee attrition. Attrition is employees joining and leaving the organization. That kind of activity, when it happens, that is called as attrition. So that will keep on happening. So when new employees are coming, they need to get at least two types of training. One is product training. How good is our product? What are the features? What is it made of? What are the other variants and all that? Okay. And then process training, how we initiate the call, how we do the prospecting, lead nurturing, closing the sales, sending invoices, follow up, and all these things. So this kind of training definitely the new employees need. What about the experienced employees? They also need some kind of training. They also need to be better at objection handling. They also need to be better at closing the deals. They also need to be better at closing the deals with key accounts, bigger organizations. Maybe say suppose instead of selling individual, study tables to small retail shops or individuals, how about selling 2,000 study desks to a school or a college? Correct? How those kind of deals are closed? What is the dynamics of that kind of setup? So yes, you said it correctly, Beshta. Training to the employees. Yes. Use state of the art techniques to improve sales. Yes. Can you use AI? Can you use chatbot? Can you use some kind of automation? So yes, correct. The latest techniques, latest technology. Hire people with good interpersonal skills. Nothing like it. Good interpersonal skills. So this is going to be my, little bit off the syllabus, but my humble request to all of you, start working on a communication. I'm not saying your communication is bad, but then polish it. It needs to appear professional. Okay. So start going through some of the YouTube videos. YouTube has lots of videos. Maybe you can go through some Udemy video, Udemy courses. There are some free courses as well as paid courses, whichever you like, but work on your communication skills. So Zara is saying, think of ways to increase sales. In organizations, how we do it is that we talk in terms of numbers. We cannot just say that, okay, this time we'll increase a little bit of more sales. This will not take you anywhere. So how much was the previous year? 12,000. How much do we want now? 10%? No, 20%, because we have already added 3 more people in sales. Why not 20%? Okay. So likewise, you talk in terms of numbers. Now, this is an annual target, 12 months, but 12 months is still long. You break it into quarters. Okay. So each quarter, there will be 4 quarters. So in each quarter, how much will you achieve? Say suppose it is 15,000 units. So in each quarter, how much will be 15,000 divided by 4 or 16,000, say suppose. So 4,000 each quarter. That will be the target of particular teams. Find the areas where sales and demands are high, yes, and low. Find out the reasons and working on it. Brilliant insight. So data analytics. Maybe you have been as a furniture seller, you have been in the marketplace for maybe 8-10 years. You have last 8-10 years data. If that was not properly maintained in the initial few years, at least for last 4 years, you have the data. So which are the geographies? Which are the type of clients you have? Right? So if you use as simple as Excel. Excel has, by the way, though I'm saying simple, Excel has very, very, in-depth capabilities that not a lot of people use. People don't use even 5% of Excel capabilities. So you can use Excel, draw some exactly like this. See, some sort of, pie charts, graphs, bar, these kind of tables, right? So you can see, for example, over here, there could be two types of study tables. One is foldable, other is maybe non-foldable. What is the sales? Every month, how is it growing? In each quarter, how is the performance? Is there any particular quarter where you see slack? Or is there any other quarter wherein you see rise in demand every year? Why is that? So you said it correctly, Kumkum. We need to analyze our data, our sales data. Which salespeople are performing really well? How can we reward them? Correct? Which regions have higher demand and why? So absolutely correct. Wow. What else? Marketing efforts. Now change of role. You are the marketing head, and it is not 16,000. From 12,000, you are expected to take the sales to 20,000 because you already have maybe 8 years of experience selling furniture all over the world. What all marketing tactics will you use? I'm giving you all 4 to 5 minutes. You can either unmute, that is the fantastic way. If not, type it, completely acceptable, but respond. I told you I can complete the syllabus very quickly. But how about you gaining the real knowledge from the industry? Or you challenging your thought process? You're the marketing head. How will you take the sales from 12,000 to 20,000? You have a free hand. Means you have some freedom to recruit more people. You have a budget for marketing and all. There are no restrictions, say suppose. What will you do? What will you demand? And how will you achieve your target? From 12,000 to 20,000. How much percent that is? More than 55, 60? That is a huge target then. Is it like only Kumkum going to answer this? What about others? Is
Sir,
it
if we are
really? Yeah.
marketing, if we are the marketing head, so we would probably think about how to promote this, right? So if I was a marketing head, I would definitely would be thinking about like how to make this product available in like wider range, like for people. I would think about which celebrity is like very famous right now. I would hire him, make collabs with different brands, which would make my product more seen. That's also a way to promote our product and make the sales go high.
I really like the first input, wherein you said that how about the availability, making it more available, making it more visible, collaboration, really well. Well said. Veshta is saying we are brainstorming. Good, very good. In fact, if you are on a WhatsApp, if you have a group or something, you can make some subgroups. You can create another group and give me the idea because similar activity is there afterwards also. So this experience will help you over there. Spend more on marketing, advertising, attractive ads. Good. Okay, take 2 more minutes. Either unmute or type. Yeah, yeah. Take your time, Beshta. No worries. Great.
And
I'm
sir,
getting some answers. Yes, Osai. Yes.
and also sir, thinking about what people needs, because every country, like most people are, everyone is different. So like in country of ours, India or Afghanistan, we our people, like we have too many guests and things. We are used to having the, like if it's a furniture or couch or something, we want it big and comfortable. In countries like Italy, France, they like more artistic things. In America, these kind of uh, places, people like things which screams money or says expensive, right? So also not promoting one thing in everywhere, changing it so people would buy it, and inspecting their thoughts and what they want or what they want to show off.
Perfect. Perfect. So we cannot sell exactly the same product everywhere. People will have preferences. They will have choices. Correct? So according to the culture, according to their preferences, we also need to do some product research, some product design changes. Great, great, lovely answer. Best I saying it will be good to some bloggers to make endorsement about our products. Yes. So we can have influencers on board. Really nice. Give them a discount code if they are saying some kind of funky. You all know what kind of discount codes are there. Say suppose OSA is the uh, blogger or influencer, then we can have a code Hosai 25 and the person gets 25% discount. Correct? And then we also know, as an organization, we will also know, okay, so this lead is coming from owing to what Hosai's efforts due to blogging or maybe videos or the product demonstration that she has done. Correct. Very good. How can we do better from our competitors? Yes. Analyze your competition, where they are selling well. Or maybe now this is what organizations do. They poach the employees. Now, poaching is not a very ethical or good thing to do, but then employees switch from one organization to another organization. If you are hiring someone from your competitors organization, you will have their intelligence also. Correct? Most of their clients are from which region, most of their business is coming from which clients. So yes, we can understand what our competitors are doing. We can understand the strategies as well, so that more people will attract to the product and sales increase. Yes, correct. Kumkum is saying adding more features to our product to increase our target market. Best is saying give clients some extra services like 1 year free mechanical service. Yes, that's a great idea for refrigerator or other electrical products. As we get, we can also do it for furniture. Fantastic. Really nice inputs. So that way we can increase the sales volume with our marketing as well as sales efforts, profits and growth. Now, increasing the profits, I'll just give you one technique that we used in one of the organizations. That was one of my observation and suggestion to the organization, and we could increase the profits by at least 18 to 20%. What we did is that for years, like 5 to 6 years, we had similar rates that we were giving for software services. We were giving the similar rates per hour. We increased it just by 10%, just a small increase in price, but our business increased by 18 to 20%. And now this 10 to 18, you might start thinking like that, but we also had some other sales efforts with that. Along with that, we also started selling aggressively. So overall, we made good 18 to 20% jump. Also give them gifts with each purchase they make. Yes, gifts make them feel good. And growth happens accordingly. Structuring the sales force includes planning the recruitment and selection process. If you want to structure the sales force, you need to understand how many employees do we have. Now there was one manager and 5 employees. Now we have maybe 12 salespeople and just one manager. We also need to restructure our sales force and have one more senior. Now, this kind of seniors we can hire through two ways. One is IJP. Any idea what is IJP? Any guesses? I'm checking two things. How many of you are attentive, paying attention, and how many actually know the concept. It would be great if you know it. What is IJP? If you want a senior manager, we can hire him by recruiting. That person will come from outside. That is one way. And second way is IJP. IJP is internal job promotion. So someone who has already spent 5, 6 years, we can say if that person has performed decently, right? Then that person can also become a manager, right? So that is an IJP, internal job promotion. So that position you can fill through IJP as well. Includes planning the recruitment and selection process, recruiting enough candidates, selecting the most suitable ones, recruiting enough candidates. Now, why we did not say just recruiting candidates, but why enough candidates? Because you also need to keep in mind the attrition that happens, as I mentioned earlier. Employees come and they leave, they come and they leave, right? Of course, you can do certain activities, you can provide some benefits to employees so that they stay with you for a longer period of time. But again, sometimes employees just get saturated. Sometimes employees are not happy with the salary, right? And we can give only certain level of raise, correct? So employees will leave. That's why you need to recruit enough candidates, selecting the most suitable ones that align with your idea of the business, your vision of the business, that you think will create or generate great value. You select those. Hiring the selected candidates and socializing new recruits into the company means make them aware of the different departments, take them through induction. Induction means the way you have in colleges also induction program. Likewise, you are introduced to the management, to the employees, to the policies, to the benefits and all those things in first couple of days. Is this clear? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Only one person understood. Okay, good. Others, are you all here? Okay, good. Next.
So, sir,
Maybe.
the staff leaving the company is like inevitable, but every organization tries to prevent it for a while. Isn't it the whole concept of this leaving thing?
The whole concept of what was the last word?
This employees leaving the company.
Uh-huh.
It's just they are like it's inevitable. They will leave anyway at certain point, but we are just preventing it for a while by giving them
Yes,
holidays or coming up with the policies.
yes. That's an interesting strategy, by the way. So what organizations do is they give them extra bonus. They promise them for promotion. They promise them, and I'm not saying they don't fulfill the promises. In some organizations, some managers do. In some organizations, they don't. So what things are promised? Foreign trips are promised. Awards are promised. Bonuses are promised. Promotion, as I said, that is also promised. Maybe some, in some organizations, they also give vehicle or laptops, goodies. All these things are promised. Or in some organization, ESOPs are promised, employee stock options. So these kind of things are promised to them and they will retain them. However, it is not just about the material things or monetary things. Sometimes employees leave because they feel that there is nothing much to learn over there. Sometimes employees leave because they are not happy with the manager. So there is this quote in HR which goes like this: people don't leave organizations, they leave bosses. Do you agree with this up to some extent?
Yes,
Is
sir,
it possible?
definitely.
Yeah. So see, the thing is, everyone wants to be treated well, correct? And nothing wrong in that. When people are not treated well, they feel like, okay, I should leave this place. This humiliation I cannot tolerate. In some organizations, by the way, I'll give you the glimpse of reality of life and certain corporates, not life exactly, but certain corporates over there, they do not have a very strong culture. The bosses over there, they shout each and every day. They humiliate the employees. That's not the very best place to be in. I won't take the name, but there was one education giant. They were into online courses for 5th to 10th standard or 12th standard, right? And that company is by the way doomed. Okay, they had a lot of funding from external investors. Okay, that company almost has closed now. I don't know if they are still in business, but their sales people, they came on social media and they talked about their ordeal. They talked about how bad their managers were treating them and all. Of course, in that kind of environment, people will leave. So yes, these are the important things. Next, recruiting. What happens in recruiting? Recruiting adequate number of applicants for sales position is critical, because we need to keep in mind some people will leave. Sources of potential sales recruit, internal and external. In internal, I told you IJP. Internal, there is one more, by the way, and there is referrals. Now, a lot of people who are coming from different organizations, they have certain contacts in previous organization. They can refer their previous colleagues to a new organization, to their organization. So these are kind of internal sources of recruitment. External means, can you give me a list of external sources? Let me see what you observe in the marketing environment about businesses. External sources. Yes, Kumkum?
Campus recruitment.
One is campus recruitment. We need the list of at least 6 or 7 names. Okay. External sources of recruitment. Campus. Very good. What else? That's it. I don't believe my students cannot think much. Seriously, I don't. I know my students' potential. They have the answers. I just don't know why they are keeping mum. Correct. Social media. If you have to be more precise, we can say like LinkedIn. Even on Facebook, people post certain, their vacancies and all. I got your opinion, Beshtal. We'll discuss about it. We'll just finish this list first. That's it. Just
So
two inputs from your side. Just dial and
trying,
employees. Yes, Osai?
trying to hire people from other organizations, like someone famous or someone who is really good at job, giving them the offer of coming to our company.
Correct. Yes, that happens. That is a kind of poaching, by the way. But yes, that happens. How just dial, Khushbu?
Recommendation from present employees.
Yes, recommendation is internal. What else? See, once you start thinking, there are two benefits for sure. One, you start understanding this concept really well. And second, you also start thinking in terms of, okay, in future, if I'm in this situation, I have lots of options. So like, okay, what can I do? What organizations do? So you get that concept really well. I also understand what is the depth of your understanding. External sources of recruitment. There are Agencies, recruitment agencies, by the way. What else? Yes, Beheshta said recruitment agencies, correct. Anything else? It's internal, but walk-ins are also there. Newspaper ads also we can give. Let's see if there are more inputs coming in. We'll go to the next one. So next what happens is screening of resumes. Direct recruitment put a board of vacancies. Yes, for walk-ins. Check the list of any possible applicant from previous applicants are appropriate for hiring. Yes, we can do that as well. It's not like every time we need uh, new and fresh employees also. We can reapproach previous employees. Okay, so here was one input over here. Beheshta is saying LinkedIn is not that useful, according to her. Okay, so I'll tell you, there are a lot of organizations, Beheshta, and this is for everyone. They are getting great business from LinkedIn. So LinkedIn can be good for both hiring also and getting the customers also. Because a lot of higher management people are also there on LinkedIn, and you can reach people from all the departments. It could be HR department, finance department, it could be sales department, it could be developers. You can reach anyone. You can even reach students who have their profile over there. Correct. And if you have a LinkedIn premium, then the things are even better. You can approach people who have even made some close settings with their profiles. You can still send them something called as in-mail. I myself in last few days have got uh, good business opportunities from LinkedIn itself just by sending them texts. So yes, it depends on what kind of subscription you have, how you are using it, and all that. So by the way, I don't know, maybe if this is the reason, on LinkedIn there are a lot of people, they are using it as a Facebook or Instagram. So that is one of the negative things. But apart from that, it is a really great professional network. Though some of the people, they do some unprofessional things over there, but it is a really good professional network and you can reach out to a lot of people. Casual callers, yeah. Screening resumes, conducting interviews, then assessing the candidates based on their qualification and aptitude. Training. We discussed it briefly earlier. We need to train new employees on at least two things. One is the product training. What are the features of the products and all that? Another is the process training. How we close the deals, how we reapproach our customers, how we use the CRM to capture the lead and all that. Apart from that, yes, to enhance their sales skills, lowering the turnover. Now, lowering the turnover means it is not the business turnover, it is the employee turnover. I can add this word over here. In HR also, there is a word called turnover. There is employee turnover, means employees leaving the organization soon. So that can be lowered if you train them really well on the product. They will feel very confident when they are talking to their clients. They will feel very confident. Improving customer relations. If you train people on how to greet, if you tell them how to build a rapport, if you train them really well, that will improve the customer relations. What happens is that otherwise, if the employees are not trained well on polished communication, they sound rude. They don't mean to be rude, but they sound rude because they have not been trained. They just say the things in a raw manner. They don't give it a professional touch. However, if you're training them on communication skills and all that, that is necessary, the soft skills and all, emailing and all, then there is a chance of improving customer relationships. it increases productivity as well. Because someone who is not trained versus someone who is really trained, definitely someone who is trained will cause more results, will have higher productivity. Compensating. Now, you have recruited people because you needed them. Okay. You are training them because you want them to perform well. Okay. After a quarter or two, you found out that they are performing also really well, or they are not performing. Some of the people are not performing, some of them are performing really well. So accordingly, you will compensate them. There are some fixed elements of the compensation, and there are some variable elements of the compensation. What are the fixed elements? So in hand, say suppose you will get 70,000 per month as a salary. Okay. Apart from that, there will be insurance that will be paid by organization. There will be PF that will be contributed by organization, and from your end also it will go. There will be professional tax. Okay. So these all things are there. However, in case of salespeople, many times there are incentives also. Okay. There will be an incentive structure. For product A, B, and C, there will be 10% straight away incentive on each sale. For product D, E, F, there will be 5% accordingly. If somebody sells 100 units of a particular product, then that person becomes a platinum member. And that person gets to be eligible for foreign trip. If in a year that person does that 4 times, then that person gets the foreign trip. Okay, so these are the various ways of compensating. Salary is one part of compensation, incentive, benefits, these are also part of compensation. Sometimes there are monetary benefits, sometimes there are non-monetary benefits. Monetary benefits means salary, incentive, and all that. Non-monetary benefits means some coupons for shopping purpose, Amazon coupon codes, or maybe some trips or family, some maybe gift voucher for the family, or some gift package that is for tour and travel and all that. So the aim of sales compensation plan is to encourage sales professional to achieve particular sales objective that directly lead to the success of the organization. Now, from the organizational point of view, this is an expense. Okay. From the salesperson's point of view, the salesperson will always think that he or she deserves it because she is putting a little bit extra effort, or he is putting a little bit of extra effort than others. Okay. Now, we had a brief activity where we talked about a furniture shop. Now, say suppose you are selling some kind of subscription to students. Last time, I think we talked about Spotify or something. Can you suggest me a product? I gave you some idea about compensating also. I told you what sort of compensating variable, fixed, incentive, monetary benefits, non-monetary benefits are there. We also talked about sales volume, next year target, how much is the percentage target every, most of the organizations they have, sales force structure, how many people you want. Okay. So I'll give you a hypothetical situation. You can unmute. For this activity, you have to both unmute and use the chat box. You can be a part of some group if you can, from a WhatsApp group. Otherwise, I'll take 2 or 3 inputs from individuals. Okay. Now the activity is, let me think of products, or you can also suggest, by the way. Udemy learning plans subscription. Okay. The target is 40,000 enrollments. And budget is not a constraint. So you can hire the employees if you want. You can run some marketing campaigns, but you need to be precise what medium or channel you're using for that. Okay, so this is one. I'll give you another one. Any suggestions, by the way? If you have suggestions, please unmute. Yeah, that's a great idea. So promoting IELTS and TOEFL, you can give them test vouchers. Test vouchers can be part of your marketing scheme. Okay. And from using your code, say suppose the code is any idea on the solution? Promo code. What will be the promo code? We need 800. Yes, test. Test, right? 2024. Okay. TOEFL eligibility test. Okay, fine. We need 800 enrollments or 800 applicants, I can say. Again, budget is not a constraint. Fantastic. So now you have two products and services to sell. One is Udemy Learning Plan subscription. 40,000 enrollments is the target. Budget is not a constraint. And second one is IELTS or TOEFL. How much time you need? Type in the chat box how much time you need to come up with answers for all this. I'm expecting proper answers for all these pointers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7. 8 minutes. Yeah, take 10 minutes. It is 2:15 right now. 2:25 will unmute again. If there is any question, please feel free to unmute or ask. Ajinkya sir,
Yes, sir.
are you saying something?
Just 1 minute, sir.
हाँ सर, आवाज आ रही है सर मेरी आपको? हेलो
Yes, yes. I was just asking if you said something because I could not hear that well.
सर, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है सर.
Yeah. So I have given them 8 minutes. So here is the group activity, growing their own business. They're working on this, and
Yes, sir,
I've
yes, sir.
given
Okay,
them
sir.
10 minutes. Yeah.
ओके सर. क्या बात कर रहे हो?
I hope some of you have the answers ready. Okay, so who'd like to go first? You still have 1 minute, I know, but in case someone has already completed the answer. Such a great enthusiasm. Where are my students? Okay, maybe what we discussed did not make much sense to you. Is it? It wasn't useful, right? Okay. Okay, at least one student is responding. Sure, Behesta. Please go ahead. I get it. I get it, Behesta. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, so for promoting our business and growing it, we should, collaborate and engage with good teachers and professionals in order to get more enrollments and ensure that there are still interesting materials on the lectures and with the teachers to provide them to the students and make sure to give our students and new applicants good discounts. Also, by the end of each class or maybe each duration, we ask them to give us some feedback and like make them feel free to tell and give opinion or have their say and then that way they can they can feel like they have some influence in this project and
Fantastic.
as well the key is to promote it good because it's an online learning so we have to use social media in its best possible way like make good content and good engaging posts and use some hashtags and just to promote our learning center and attract more enrollments and applicants.
Great, great. What about salespeople? How many salespeople do you want? Or you don't need any salespeople?
Well, maybe about 4 or 5 salespeople will be okay. One should promote like directly going to the universities or some other places like schools and other places, and the rest of them maybe work in a collaboration for online stuffs and online projects.
Fantastic, fantastic. See, I'm writing what you're saying. So these are the right points, correct?
No, okay, thank you. I wasn't sure whether my idea is satisfactory or not.
No,
But,
yeah, definitely. It's really good. In fact, all these things
I just
say,
tried my
yeah.
best.
No. In fact, this is what I want for all of you. Come up with your ideas. If visit LinkedIn page of Boat, by the way, there are a few Symbiosis students who have joined Boat, and you will see a lot of their marketing professionals are very young, just fresh out of college. Can you believe that? I'm not saying that there are no senior people over there, but a lot of youngsters are there. And Boat is a very highly successful brand. So yes, don't feel afraid. Don't be scared of providing your opinions. Yes. Who would like to go next? Good. Kumkum has typed internal job promotion. Okay, let's suppose 30,000 is this year's sale, and we next year the target is 40,000. Great. We have sales force of 10 people, and we need 4 more people to fulfill the target. Great. So according to the target, we need more people as well. Recruit people through agencies or give ads. Now, this is also really a good answer because you are giving me direct action insights. It's not like, okay, we need to recruit people. No, it's not like that. recruit people through agencies or give ads on television and newspaper for vacancies, give training to new employees of online teaching or about courses, marketing through social media, yes. Or focus more on students. Provide trial classes, fantastic. So this is model is called as freemium. First free, then premium. Compensating sales force well, right. Give incentives on each subscription. Yeah, it can be any model on each subscription or it can be on particular target. Very good, very good. Good job, Kumkum. Anything else? Anyone would like to add anything? You're already here. You can provide your inputs. One thing you can start doing, Kumkum. Good. See, those who participate, I can give them some quality inputs as well. Those who don't participate, I don't know what are their improvement areas, and I cannot suggest them anything. Kumkum, one thing that I would like to suggest is stop talking in terms of or. It's okay to be wrong, but it's not that okay to be confused or low on confidence. Recruit people through agencies or give ads. Why not both? Or you can instead of using or, what you can say is recruit people through agencies, newspaper ads, and what else? Maybe LinkedIn. Avoid using a lot of ors. And about TOEFL IELTS, give them free preparation courses with 2 months duration. Good. Provide them separate classes for each skills. Make them choose your organization. Okay. Make them believe that taking those tests are highly important. Correct. Fantastic. I appreciate your efforts. Those who are participating, you're doing a great job. Those who are not participating, take this as a feedback. Now this is going to be really a last session. My feedback would be something that is stopping you to answer over here, to unmute or to type, is the same reason that will stop you to be successful in long run. So what are those reasons? Maybe one reason could be, what if I'm wrong? Other reason could be, okay, others will judge me. Third reason could be, I don't want to speak, others are speaking already. So these are the reasons. See, these are just the 3 reasons. You know your own reason. But if you're not participating, think about it once. I have all the good blessings for all of you, but then if you don't participate, if you don't interact, you don't get to put your word. No, that's absolutely okay, Beheshta. You're speaking through text. That's absolutely okay. I'm saying there are some of the students who are not at all okay. Fourth, I'm not good at speaking. Okay, okay. That's what you're thinking. I don't think by going through your text, I don't think that you're not good at speaking. But see, I'm really glad, Beheshta, that you opened up and you're saying that one of the reasons is maybe you are thinking that you're not good at speaking. But this is the right platform, correct? When will you learn to speak? See, 1 year down the line or 3 years down the line, all these things don't matter. All the mistakes that we make, people forget it. People have a very short-term memory. Okay. And sometimes we unnecessarily, expand our weaknesses unnecessarily in our mind itself, not in reality. In reality, though, that could be a small problem, but we make it so big. I told you there is one syndrome, LKK syndrome. What was that LKK syndrome?
लोग क्या
लोग क्या
कहेंगे?
कहेंगे?
Log kya kahenge? So that is one of the reasons why we don't speak. Till 10th standard, I don't know if you will believe that, but till 10th standard, I learned everything in Marathi language. Even the English subject was taught in Marathi to us by our teachers. I was in Marathi medium. That's one of the local language over here in Maharashtra, right? So instead of acceleration, we used to say Twaran. We had, so you call it algebra, we used to call it Bijganit. So it doesn't matter. In the long run, you know that you have to perform. You know that you have to work on your communication. You know that you have to work on certain skills. So don't stop yourself. Okay, motivating. So these employees, when they are performing really well, out of say, suppose we have 7 employees, 2 are performing really well, 5 are not performing really well. And consider that they had 60,000 rupees salary. Everyone is getting 60,000 rupees salary, 7 of them. Okay, but 2 are performing really well. They are like 50 to 60% ahead in terms of targets when it is compared to the remaining 5. Will they be motivated to keep doing the same thing, keep giving the same results? No, they will think that, hey, even if I don't give 150%, I'll still get the same salary. Even if I'm giving 150%, I'm still getting the same salary. So where is the motivation for performing or outperforming others? So that's why we need to come up with incentive plans. Incentive plans in terms of salespeople, how these look like. This can be in terms of units sold. Okay, subscription sold. How many? 12,000. 12,000 particular tables, 30,000 subscriptions, 40,000 coupons. Okay, so that is volume wise. Sometimes there is a mixture. Maybe you're talking about a furniture house that has 35 different products. In sofa, there is the couch. In the sofa, there is 35% margin. In plastic chairs, there is just 20% margin. In say suppose dining table, there is 45% margin. These are all hypothetical numbers, by the way, not the real numbers. Okay. Now, definitely somewhere there is 45% margin. The owner of that organization will definitely want those kind of products to be sold really well. High ticket products, high margin products. High ticket means high bill. The bill gets on a higher side. Okay. So definitely wherever there are higher margins, we want that kind of products to be sold really well. So you can have incentives on the basis of products also. You can have incentive based on units also. How many units are sold? You can have incentive on the basis of maybe 30 lakh rupees of sale a year. So that is the monetary value, revenue generated. Okay, 30 lakhs in a year. If it is up to 30 lakhs, then you will get just the plain salary. If you go beyond 30 lakhs, on every lakh, you get 20% extra. So this kind of incentive structures are there. So that was your chapter on sales management. Is everything clear? Any questions, anyone? Great. Okay, so let's talk about contemporary trends in marketing. What is going on nowadays? What is changing? Welcome, Beshta. What is changing the marketing practices? What organizations are inclined towards nowadays, where their investments are going? All these things we'll be talking. I have certain interesting videos for you. In case you want to see them again, I am sharing their link over here. Okay, I will also be showing the same to you. Influencer marketing, use of artificial intelligence, AI. Everyone is talking about AI nowadays, and AI is doing a lot of changes. Use of AR and VR in marketing. So all these 3 things we'll be talking about. First, influencer marketing. Now, there are a lot of people who can explain things really well with their own flavor. Some people can sell clothes really well in a poetic manner. Do you remember that video blue color wow, green color wow. Have you watched that video? Do you know that influencer? There was a lady, I think she was from, I don't know, maybe Mumbai or where, I don't know. But her video got really, went really viral when she was explaining the products with all the enthusiasm, and with every color she had particular words for that. And she also used to say, oh, why am I just describing this? I can just show you that video. Wait. Okay, so we'll talk about influencer marketing, wherein people who have expertise in particular thing. For example, take Guru. Now that person knows a lot of things about the chips that are used in the mobile phone, the camera quality, the the material that is being used, the processing power, RAMs, screen, the refresh rate, all these things they know. Okay. Now that person, when that person is comparing two phones worth 50,000 rupees or 90,000 rupees, there are a lot of people who want to listen to him instead of that 20-second or 40-second ad by the company itself, by Samsung, Apple, or any company for that matter. Of course, the company will give only the positive feedback. What about someone who will give the genuine input? And then comes influencers. These influencers have a lot of followers because their content is liked by millions of people. Wow. So, okay, I am also saying wow. Great. So Shehnaz was working on the assignment in the background. Current sales volume and next year target. Current sales volume, 0, as we are in the startup phase. Wow, I really liked you taking it as a challenge, Shehnaz. Next year target, achieve sales of 1,000 units. Ambitious. Salesforce structure or hierarchy. Owner, founder, Shehnaz. I like this. Sales manager, sales representatives, recruiting, sources and process. Okay, sources will be job portal, social media, university career centers. Great. Process, job advertisements, screening applications, conducting interviews, hiring the best candidate, and training them on product and process. Very good. Next, product knowledge. Of course, it is essential. Sales technique and customer service training, and marketing activities. So you could have elaborated more on marketing activities. I was interested in this, but good. Channels. What? Okay. So here I think you have mentioned that. What all channels you will be using? Facebook, you're going to prefer Instagram, online advertising using Google Ads, local events, and pop-up shops. Budget, social media, $600 per month. Great. I like this breakup. Online advertising, $1,000 a month. So you're more bullish on online advertising than just the social media advertising. Events and pop-up shop, $2,000 a year, compensating the sales force. Structure, base salary plus commission on sales. Fantastic, fantastic. You have really understood the assignment really well. Fantastic. Annual review next year, sales target 10,000 unit, manpower requirement, evaluate if additional sales are needed. Brilliant. Compensation, review and adjust based on performance and market condition. Nothing like it. Uh, why is it that I cannot give the response over here? I'm right clicking, but I'm not able to give the claps or other emoji. Is it from here only I have to give? Stick. Good. I'm doing it. Hold on. Hold on the message. No, nothing is coming. I don't know. Maybe this is our organization setting. That's why I'm not able to do it. Oh, it's a hi-fi. I wanted to clap. But anyways, you got the idea. Another brand web page. Hmm. Can I copy this? It. Okay, good. I appreciate your efforts, Shahnaz. Really nice.
Thank you, sir. I also.
I think you're also associated with one organization, right? NGO for education.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, great.
Different.
I remember.
I,
Sorry?
I see. I collaborate with different organization like this also work in the women rights activists and also Learning Plan Institute, or maybe there's.
Great, great, great. And that's a really nice experience, as well as your contribution is really great. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll do one thing. I'll play the video, then double applause. Yeah, great. Here are those videos. So there are three things we need to discuss. One is influencer marketing. There is use of artificial intelligence in marketing and use of AR and VR, AR and VR. So I also said that there is one more. Okay, you can watch her videos later on. Let's finish these first. I don't know if you have that much time now. Share sound. Let me know if you're able to hear the sound as well.
Understand who influences the decision maker, and hence they target on the influencer for their purchase. This is done in an indirect way. British Airways.
Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Ground Innovation Lab camp. What is influencer marketing? When you look around, most of the time you get to see people are online looking at their phones and interacting on different social platforms. If you haven't noticed, we are all surrounded by influencer marketing. The very foundation of influencer marketing is this. It is easier to influence people who are already influenced by someone or something. It identifies the individuals that have influence over potential buyers and orients marketing activities around these influencers. Influencer marketing focuses on using key leaders or influencers to drive a brand's message to the targeted market. While there is some overlap between celebrity endorsements and influencer marketing campaigns, influencer campaigns are designed to tap into an existing community of engaged followers. Influencers are specialists in their particular niche and have established a high level of trust and two-way communication with their follower bases. Their fans trust that their endorsement of a product or brand comes from a well-researched, more holistic place, rather than something as simple as a signed contract. And while there is often a formal agreement in place between brands and influencers, influencers tend to be more selective about their affiliations, choosing to partner with brands that reflect their unique personal brands and won't alienate their followers. Influencer marketing may be trendy right now, but it isn't new at all. It has been happening for a long time. It's change in the communication platforms that creates the new buzz. An example from the recent past is Oprah Winfrey, who is an influencer. In her TV talk show, she had a segment on authors and books. If she featured or recommended a book, every book retailer in the country knew that they would run out of copies. This is powerful influencing. A recommendation from someone of national, indeed international renown. And of course, this is an extreme example of influencer marketing. Influencer marketing adheres to the Milgram's law, which states that the marketplace will blindly believe the words of an expert. Influencers typically have solid followings and a notable impact within their online communities and networks. They usually play the roles of content writers, journalists, bloggers, CEOs, creative people, entertainers, advertisers, or advisors. They are connected to other people around them and are looked to for advice and opinions and are regarded as influential. When an influencer shares information or posts an update, it will be read and followed by a large number of people. That is where business benefit lies. If these influencing personalities speak for your brand, then your business will reach out to the followers. Different from other traditional marketing methods, this brand marketing method is powerful enough to influence the purchasing decisions of customers. E-commerce giant Amazon has debuted a social influencer program in hopes of recruiting stars from YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to tout products on its site. According to Media Kicks, the influencer marketing trend is expected to become a $5 to $10 billion market within the next 5 years. Nika features some of the prominent YouTubers who are into beauty, lifestyle, and fashion in their channel, Nika TV. They act as advisors, sharing excerpts and reviewing products. In fact, these YouTubers are also considered as models for their in-house product commercials. Influencer marketing is not just confined to celebrity endorsements. Most of the service providers and product owners understand who influences the decision maker, and hence they target on the influencer for their purchase. This is done in an indirect way. British Airways' Underground Innovation Lab campaign is still being discussed today. In 2013, a flight took off from Silicon Valley with 100 thought leaders, influencers, and prominent thinkers from Google, Rocket Space, and Silicon Valley Bank. They were put together to use their brainstorming skills for the greater good and show how great ideas can be created when people work together. On the flight, 22 concepts were developed in less than 5 hours. The ideas were all geared towards helping STEM-driven people to find opportunities to use their skills. The campaign worked because they were able to get big names to join the experiment, which automatically brought media attention to the campaign. The focus wasn't on the company, but British Airways still got the name in the news in an authentic and positive way. An influencer need not be a celebrity. They can even be your regular potential customers. Manhattan-based beauty startup Glossier has owed their overnight cult status to their ever-growing group of superfans and micro-influencers. Instead of paying big-name celebrities to promote their skincare and cosmetics, the brand relies on regular women to spread brand awareness. 90% of Glossier's revenues doesn't come from paid or billed marketing spend, but comes from their highly engaged fans. There are digital tools to bridge the gap between influencers and brands. Glambassador.co is an influencer marketing platform with over 12,000 global influencers with a combined social reach of 120 million plus followers.
Glambassador gives you what you need to influence the trends on social platforms. Here's how it works. We connect you with influencers who love to show their love for all things trendy, be it fashion, beauty products, electronics, home and decor, travel, lifestyle, and almost everything else in between.
The platform helps brands to connect with social influencers to create stories that attract the attention of their already engaged followers. The bottom line is, no matter how many claims a brand makes, the decision of the buyer is hugely influenced by who tells it to them. That's where influencer marketing is the tool most of the companies are adapting. If you have any additional suggestions or tools,
Was it insightful or wasn't that useful? How was it? Okay, boring, little bit useful.
It was really useful as well as really interesting, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you for your input. So I'll give you a quick, idea about what have I experienced earlier. In 2007, just for a short period of time, I had some time before I joined my PG course. Okay, so I had joined a call center, and it was a great experience that I still remember. I really, cherish those memories over there. It was my very first job. I started earning, though the salary wasn't that good, but still I learned a lot over there. The words that I'm using right now, that we need to provide them product training and process training, I learned it from there. A lot of customer satisfaction or customer service that I talk about today or I implement in my daily professional life, I have learned it from my first job. That was a call center. There were in those days, and up until 2023, there are millions of call center agents out there. Okay, and those call center agents are basically part of two types of business models in call center itself. One is the inbound, other is the outbound. Inbound means they receive the call. So someone wants to buy a new car and they want to know about the feature and prices and all that. or maybe the furniture and all. They have the query, they have your number, and they call your business. Okay. Or they're already your customers and they have certain complaint, or they have certain suggestion, or they just have a general query about a new model or new product. So all these calls coming up at one location in a call center, that's an inbound call center or inbound setup. Outbound means you have a database of lot of your prospects, your cold or warm prospects. Okay. You nurture that lead and convert them into hot prospects or paying customers. Okay. So you make the call. Now, not necessarily you will have to, dial that number. Computer does that for you automatically. You just inform the computer that you're available, and automatically it connects you to the customer, inbound and outbound. Now, this was a great business up until 2024. This year, call center business was a great business. A lot of organizations made crores of rupees every month using this or in this model. How does, sorry. However, these days, the things are changing like anything. There are AI tools which are doing the job of both inbound as well as outbound. And you won't know the difference. You will feel like you're talking to a human being only. And that AI tool over there doesn't need break, doesn't need salary. Of course, there is a subscription for those, AI agents. Per agent, there would be some subscription, or per call, whatever it is. But then slowly, it is 2024 now. AI, we started listening at the end of 2022 or mid. Then a lot of new tools started coming in 2024. There are much advanced tools available. Just imagine in 2026 what will happen. A lot of mundane jobs, repetitive jobs will be replaced by AI. Right? One such example, I'm going to take you through one video now, is of AI agents making a cold call. Now you listen to this.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? It's Lawrence from Milk Solar. How's your day going so far?
Pretty good, you?
That's great to hear. So, Steve, it looks like you opted into one of our ads looking for information on solar. Did you happen to build yourself a design or have one emailed to you?
Yeah, I had one emailed to me.
Awesome. That's exactly why I'm calling. I'm actually a manager on Milk Solar's design team, and I wanted to check in with you to see if there's any way we can help you. By the way, just a heads up, some people have mentioned that the audio is a bit laggy today, so if there's any delay or if I cut you off, I apologize in advance. Anyway, I'm curious, what had you looking into solar in the first place?
I really wanted to save money on electricity. The utility companies are really expensive, so I knew that this would be a good idea.
I totally get where you're coming from, Steve.
Scary where we are going, right? This sounds exactly like a human being that has great communication skills. We'll listen to this for a few more seconds.
Saving money on electricity bills is a big motivator for a lot of people. So let's say everything went perfectly and you were using solar to get rid of the utility company that's milking all of us. How much money do you think you'd actually be saving over the course of 25 years?
I gotta spend money on solar, right?
Absolutely. There is an initial investment in solar, but it's important to consider the long-term savings. So why did you choose that specific number? What gets you excited about hitting that savings goal?
I mean, if I was saving money, I wouldn't be paying the utility company. They're really pricey.
And the call, in fact, ends as well.
That's great to hear, Steve. I just wanted to make sure, because we have a lot of customers who could use that slot if you're not planning on showing up. I appreciate your commitment to attending the call. Well, I'm really excited to hear how the call goes and, most importantly, to see you get the results you're looking for. So everything is good to go on our end. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Wow. What are your thoughts? Is this going to replace call centers or it is just another fad and nothing would move? What do you think? At least I'm amazed, but I don't know about you. I could be wrong. So I'll take your opinions. Extremely surprising. Correct? Frankly speaking, I wouldn't recognize that it would be an AI. I would still think that, okay, there must be some individual speaking over there. There wasn't a lag. We all had this apprehension about AI tools that there is some sort of lag, internet connectivity, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But the communication was smooth, according to me. What is it according to you? Do you think in future call center agents will be replaced by AI? Where is the enthusiasm, my dear students? Where is your enthusiasm? Hardly one or two students, maybe three students are interacting. Where are you? Though I had read that topic, I was still waiting for the AI to come up and speak. Yeah. It was so natural. Yeah, it was natural. Okay, so currently, now we can just say that currently there is a problem, but there was problems with emotions. There was one demo, by the way, by Sundar Pichai. It was about Google AI, and over there, it wasn't sounding even that they had a problem with emotions because there were a lot of voice modulation, and the AI agent, I don't know whether to call it he, she, or it, but the voice was of she or her, and she was empathetic as well. The AI tone was same, but I can tell you very easily they can give the voice modulation very easily. Wonderful, yeah. Okay, till the time others are typing, I'll take you through one more video, and that is about the last topic: 7 ways of AR in marketing. You're able to hear the sound of this video, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the inputs are call center agents are going to be replaced, I'm sure. Yes, I also think like that. That business will be hardly next 4 or 5 years. That business will shrink to like 10% or 20%. Only for certain reasons and certain regions, there will be call centers. Agent will be replacement by with AI. Also, Zara is saying, I saw in news program that the reporter was talking to AI. Yes, it could not speak natural Farsi and had wrong pronunciation. But I'll tell you, this is just for now. Very soon, they will have very fluent AI agents. But it was so natural. Yes. There are thoughts to be good upcoming solutions for that matters. Okay. So students, that was it from the contemporary trends in marketing. AR, VR, a lot of organizations are using it to demonstrate their products. A lot of retailers, clothing retailers, how they're using it is that you just stand in front of a pillar. On that pillar, there is one vertical screen, vertical television screen is there. Okay. And above that, there is a camera. So you just choose, and that's the, by the way, touch screen. You just choose a particular dress, and you will be able to see how that particular shirt or how that particular dress will appear on you, will look, how will you look in that particular attire, right? So AR, VR is the future. AI is the future for sure. No doubt about it. What was the other topic that we talked? Influencer marketing. So this is something that is happening in the contemporary or these modern times that is happening. Any inputs? Anything that we're missing apart from AR, VR, AI, influencer marketing? Is there any other trend that you would like to add? Shana, is typing? Anyone else? Is there any other trend that we're missing? Engaging fans? At last, AI transforms marketing by enabling more precise targeting, correct? Automating personalized content creation. So an individual feels like the marketer is talking to them. And deeply analyzing customer data, correct? It accurately predicts consumer behavior, allowing for better strategies. AI tools to improve campaign performance, simplify customer interactions, and enhance overall marketing efficiency. Fantastic. Good. Thank you so much, everyone, for your inputs. We are this way we are done with the last chapter as well. We completed the 10th chapter on sales management and later on contemporary practices or contemporary marketing trends. Thank you so much for being the great audience. This was indeed the last session. Thank you. Any question? Anything to say? Thank you for your responses. Thank you, Zara. Oh, yes. Till which chapter you have the PPTs? Thank you, Shanaz. Till what chapter you have the PPTs, Kumkum? I think it was till 7th or something. I have already shared. 7th. Okay. I'll share the remaining chapters. Welcome. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thanks a million for all your advice and good teaching method. It has been an honor to be. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Beheshta. It really matters. It makes my day. Maybe it will make my month also.